Guten Morgen, everyone. Good morning. How are you? Lee Karaoke here again with the Unemployment Dojo. Tuesday, March 2nd, 2010. Today we're going to talk about the number one form of communication, number one method of communicating your brand, the number one most effective way of communicating your brand. Um, Energy, vibrational energy. I know you've heard of it before, but what is vibrational energy? What does it mean when someone comes and tells you, I have this vibrational energy, or, what is vibrational energy? We're all made up of cells, and I'll give you a brief biology lesson made up of molecules, tissues. First of all, organs, tissues break down to cells break down to atoms, all the way down. So every tissue, your heart is made up of tissue, and it goes all the way down to atoms. Each atom has a frequency. It's shaking at a certain frequency. It's vibrating, do 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 do. Vibrates at a certain frequency that is measurable. Now, how is it measured? It's measured by the impact you have to the person next beside you, the person right beside you, person in front of you, in your voice. When you communicate, that energy can be measured by the impact it has on the next person. Now, let me give you an example. I've seen people that will call me on the phone, telemarketer. It's like I have this product. I'm calling from AT&T, and you hear the tone of their voice. I am calling from AT&T. I wanted to I wanted to save you some money, and I'm like, geez, how do you expect me to actually conform to that when you don't even have energy in the voice? There's no touch of who you are. There's no personalization in your voice. You have to put energy in what you do. It's the most effective way of communicating your brand. I remember when Michael Jackson, I think it was the Motown, when he did the catwalk. No, it wasn't. Was it the catwalk? The moonwalk. It was the moonwalk. And then he did his leg. One of his legs. It was vibrating in the air, and then took off his hat and threw it on the floor. And I was like, geez, that was unique, and it was just full of energy. People stood up, and you could have been handicapped, on a wheelchair, with one leg, and you felt like, I could do the moonwalk, because of the energy. He transferred mad energy from the stage right there to your television or whatever. It was Motown, I remember, in '82 when Michael was certified. This guy is a bona fide superstar. When he did the moonwalk, and he did it across the stage, and I think he almost fell off the stage. But it was the energy. He transferred his energy. How many times have you actually purchased something because of the enthusiasm and the person that's coming to offer you that thing? I'm telling you, this thing will save your life. This thing, I'm telling you, life depends on it. You really need to get this thing. This is the best thing that ever came out since Archimedes' principle. Whatever, energy. It is energy. At the job site, guess who's the first person most likely? You could tell who is going to most likely be laid off. The person that, it's not about you getting the job done, because everybody else is getting their job done. But guess who is most likely to get laid off? The person that has no enthusiasm. The person that is by himself. The person that doesn't really communicate, that is not as jolly as everyone else. That's the person that is most likely to be cut off. So, lesson for the day. Be enthusiastic like there's no tomorrow. Have mad energy. Transfer that energy from you to the next person. You don't have to scream loud, but you have to show enthusiasm. Enthusiastic people actually attract a lot of. You'll find they have, every time they go into a room, they don't even have to talk. It's written all over their face. Everybody knows that this person has a lot of enthusiasm. I want to be associated with this guy. You just look at him from a distance, and you can tell this person has a lot of enthusiasm. What better way to actually communicate your brand than to be enthusiastic, to be an enthusiast about your brand? How do you expect me to actually conform to a product or brand that you're trying to market to me if you don't even put enthusiasm, you're not enthusiastic about this, the thing that you're trying to sell to me, you know. Number one, you have to have that energy, be excited, almost like, oh man, you know, this saved my marriage, or this saved my relationship, you know, this saved me from losing my kids. You know, that's how you're supposed to be. You're supposed to be very enthusiastic about what it is that you do, you know, and that way, you know, even your people, your prospects will automatically see it, and they'll go ahead and they'll transfer this energy. They'll go and talk to other people about your product, because they see how much enthusiasm you have, and it's addictive. It's very, very addictive. It's contagious, you know, because if when you become enthusiastic, you have a higher vibrational energy. You know, you're very excited about what you do, and excitement doesn't it's not contained. You can't contain excitement. Excitement spreads, and someone else could be having their own little bad day. You know, the dog bit the cat. You know, the cat, you know, wounded a mouse, whatever. But if you transfer that enthusiasm to them, they automatically forget about having all that bad day, about the dog biting the cat, and the cat, you know, biting the mouse, and you know, whatever. All that is forgotten. All that is put in the back burner, and they automatically appreciate your new found energy, your new enthusiasm. So once again, Lee Karaoke, have a good day. It's Tuesday, March 2nd, you know. Create enthusiasm in what you do today. You know, what is it that you have done today that is actually showing that you have vibrational energy within you, that you're excited about being here, you know, about life, you know. It's not just, but remember, when you're enthusiastic, it's not just about the brand. It communicates your brand very well, but it also communicates you as an individual, you know. I'm not, there's no way you could be attracted to someone who's miserable, and you know, because that shows the internal state of mind, you know, and you have to let that go. You can't have that, you know, lack of enthusiasm when you're talking to people, you know. Even when you go for an interview, sometimes it's not even the person that is most knowledgeable. Let's say all of you are together, you know, all of you are having an interview. All of you probably went to school. It doesn't even matter. One could even have a higher GPA, you know. But at the end of the day, guess who's going to be high? The person that's really enthusiastic. Shake your hand, you know, with the eyes, you know, you look at, and not necessarily freak out the interviewer, you know. Don't freak him out. But at the same time, show your enthusiasm. Show how excited you are to have this interview, you know. Shake his hand. Yeah, I'm good. I'm nice, yeah. You know, and do it with the, don't be arrogant. You know, it's a thin line between being arrogant, being enthusiastic, and being straight scary, you know. Some people will come and shake your hand and look at you in the face, you know, with the eyes bulging out. That's a little scary. I'm not even telling you to do that. All I'm saying is go out there, shake your hand, and have some enthusiasm. I said for today, I will see you tomorrow, early morning. Have a nice Tuesday. Adios.